part of the reason why the division is clearly the Eagles, Hugh, is Howie Roseman continues to add here. What is this, the fourth edition in like 2 weeks, if you include Brandon Graham? 3 trades now. Michael Carter last week to add to the nickel depth. We'll get to Jaire Alexander in a second. They traded for him on Saturday. Hugh, your thought on the trade this morning? Eagles sent a third-round pick to the Miami Dolphins for edge rusher Jaelan Phillips. I think this, of all the moves they've made so far, this is clearly the one with the biggest name brand and the biggest value. I mean, they gave him a third-round pick.
Rusher. He got 3 sacks on the season so far, so that's 3 more than. Well, that's 1.5 more than we had.
What, all our edge guys combined?
Yeah.
I like him. So I thought a couple years ago when Vic Fangio was in Miami, I thought he was their best edge rusher for a while. And then he got hurt around this time of the season, got hurt again last year. So he's had a couple years where he's missed time. This year he's back, right? And you look at some of the numbers, the last few weeks he's started to play really well. I like this move. It's a guy that Fangio had. Fangio obviously liked him.
And he knows
Miami.
how to use him.
Yep.
It kind of quiets down the Myles Garrett rumors a little bit.
Yeah.
It kind of quiets that down a little bit, because that was, man, I tell you, that was hot and heavy this weekend.
Sure was.
That was real hot and heavy.
Well,
this
they came
weekend.
out yesterday and said they're not trading him. So those news that kind of died yesterday.
Yeah. But it was hot and heavy. What, Saturday? Woke up Saturday and I was like, wow, could this potentially happen? And then they did what they did. But you get some help off the edge. You get some help coming back because I think Nolan Smith is going to come back. So you hopefully you've bolstered your pass rush in that sense. You got Brandon Graham out there who's had a couple weeks on his belt to get ready to go. You got that veteran leadership. So hopefully that'll be enough to make this pass rush a lot better. Yeah,
look, I think I like this one. Now, they did pay a lot. I mean, third-round pick for a guy that's a free agent after the season is not a small price. I mean, they gave up, and now again, it's their third-round pick. It's not the Jets' third-round pick, so we would think that's going to be towards the back of the third round, maybe closer to almost what a fourth-round pick would be. So I'm in. I like the deal. I'm happy they made the deal, but it's not a small price, which tells me they think he can really help here. And I think the minute he steps on the field, he's going to start next to Nolan Smith when Nolan Smith comes back. I think both these guys are better players than Alex Hunt right now. And I think he's going to be a big part of this thing moving forward the rest of the season. So I like the trade this morning for Jaelan Phillips. The trade on Saturday, let's hear Ruben Frank talking about Jaire Alexander, a guy, I remember we talked about him in the summer when he was a free agent. I was like, man, if they could get him in here, he's only like 28 years old. He was at one point a great player. Went to Baltimore, it didn't really work out, and now he's an Eagle. Let's hear Ruben Frank talking about Jaire Alexander.
He's not who he used to be. He's barely played the last few games. He played 16 games the last 3 years.
Yeah, he's only played in 2 games this year. He's been a healthy scratch 5 times.
Yeah. So cornerbacks, look, when you lose a step as a cornerback, you lose it. You can't play that way. So that's why you see a lot of cornerbacks who are kind of that one step can cost you your career. So I'm not sure where he is. We'll see. I don't mind the move because they, again, didn't give much up. We'll see where he fits in. How he's working on that secondary, though, that cornerback spot, and I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps working on it.
Well, Howie has added a lot. I mean, just think about what they've added in the past 2 weeks, right? Brandon Graham out of retirement. They traded for Jaelan Phillips. That's 2 edge rushers they add to the mix now. And Hugh, now 2 corners. Michael Carter last week from the New York Jets in the trade with Mechie. And now the Eagles acquire Jaire Alexander and a 7th, and they give up a 6th. What do you think about this one? I remember we brought this name up in June when he was a free agent. Ravens swooped in. But then he was, like Ruben said there, he wasn't even really playing for the Ravens.
Yeah.
The last few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think, looking at the internet this weekend, a lot of people were excited about it. It gives you depth. It gives you another option at that position because obviously Keely Ringo hasn't stepped up and done enough.
No.
And they feel like they have to shore up that position. Ja'Cory Smith?
Ja'Cory Bennett.
Big Ja'Cory Bennett. He's another guy that came in and looked like he was going to probably be, the starting corner, but he got hurt and all of that. So now you're looking at a situation where potentially, you have a lot of depth, and you still got Cooper DeJean out there that can potentially play both positions if need be.
Yeah, I think the best thing about what Howie's done here the last couple weeks is the depth they've accumulated. Just think about guys that were going to. In the first half of the season, we saw a lot of Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson. Second half of the season, I don't expect to see much of those guys at all unless there's major injury. Right? I would think Ja'Cory Bennett is going to get a shot here next week. I would think they're going to give Jaire Alexander some sort of chance here. It's knocking down the guys on the depth chart that we didn't really like anyway to out of the starter position to more of just kind of role players. And even on the edge, right? Like they've given a decent amount of snaps to like Azeez Ojulari and Patrick Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, now with Jaelan Phillips here and when Nolan Smith gets back and Brandon Graham, we're probably not going to see those guys anymore, which is great. I mean, look, did Howie land a lockdown star the last week? No, but he added depth. I think Phillips, of all of them, Kyle, he feels like the one to me that has a chance to really help here. I think he's immediately our second best edge rusher, if not first, and he's playing for a contract too.
Yeah, like Alexander could be cooked.
Could be.
There's a very big possibility. But again, like that's adding depth in the backfield there is a good thing if just one of these guys ends up being a player, him or Carter. But the Jaelan Phillips one, yeah, that's the most exciting one. While we're keeping tally here, three trades, three defensive players?
Yeah, that would be the tally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just...
Well, and 4 when you include the unretirement of Brandon Graham.
Right.
They've
okay.
added 4 defensive
four
players.
defensive acquisitions during this. Okay.
Oh, you're trying to, the defense is like living rent-free in your head.
Yep.
Well, but it's kind of proving that defense matters to the Eagles.
2022?
Yeah.
No, it matters now because
I mean, it takes on life support.
you went out and got guys. You just went out and got some guys.
Jaelan Phillips is not just a guy.
No, okay, he was a guy that was hurt, wasn't he?
Sure, he's been hurt twice.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he's still a guy.
But they traded a third round pick for a rental player is not nothing.
However you want to make it fits your narrative. I'm okay with that.
Do you disagree with that? A third
rent-free since 2022.
Mr. Save all the picks over here. A third round pick for a rental.
Rent-free since 2022.
That's a big price.
With that. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That is a big price.
You're right.
Now he's got to play well. All right. I'm excited to put him in Vic Fangio's defense once again.
I am too. All jokes aside, I am too. I'm excited to see what potentially it could be.
I thought 2 years ago, before that Miami thing blew up, like Vic's last year there, because they were playing well, and then they had a lot of injuries, and then eventually he left, right? But if you go back during that season, Miami had a good record. Their defense was playing well.
Started out pretty good.
Phillips was one of the guys on his defense that really got after the quarterback. I like this move.